Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Emma and today I'm going to be telling you how to write the perfect cover letter. Writing a great cover letter can really set a job application off on the right foot. It's typically the thing that an employer sees before they even get to your CV, so you want to make sure that it is banging. I'm going to tell you what to do and what not to do. It's all pretty simple stuff, but it can really boost your job application so you look totally bitchin' and probably get the job and then send me a gift to say thank you. Step 1. Always personalise your cover letter. Find out who it is that you're writing to and address the letter specifically to them. I would also really recommend not sticking to a template. I know a lot of people like to nip onto the Google machine and download a little template and then rip it off verbatim. Don't do that. Like my tips for writing the perfect pitch email, you need to make sure that each of these letters is personalised. It doesn't look like you've just done a half-assed job and ripped something else off. You need to be talking exactly to the person and tailoring your letter to the job perfectly. Another little tip I would say is to put the date on it. It's the basic letter writing 101, and unfortunately because of text messages and WhatsApp and email, everybody is forgetting how to lay out and write a letter well. So don't forget to pop your date and your details on there, as well as addressing it personally to whoever you know will be reading it. I would also recommend keeping it as short as possible while still keeping in all the best details. I understand that this isn't particularly easy for people that aren't used to writing, because getting all the info in while keeping it short is a skill that many people cannot master. It's tricky, it's tough. I struggle with it even, and I do it as a job every day. But do your best. If anything feels like it doesn't really need to be in there, chop it out, get rid of it, keep it really succinct. Go back through your CV, find all of the experience that you have that is perfectly relevant to that job and pull it out to use in your cover letter. They need to know why you are right for that job, not just why you're good overall. They don't care why you're good overall. They're hiring somebody for a specific job. You need to market yourself for that specific job. So make sure that you're saying, "Hi Sarah, I'm really interested in this position. As you'll see, I've had plenty of experience working in XYZ. I'm also fully trained in XYZ. I would very much like to chat to you about the position. Please feel free to look through my CV and get in touch if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you." Keep it really basic. They need to know top line why you're great for that job. Then when they go through to the CV, they get to read your personal statement, they get to see your full job history, they get to see all your qualifications and get all the little nitty-gritty details that they're looking for. That doesn't need to go in your cover letter. You need to give them just a basic overview of why you're perfect for that precise exact role, and therein lies the exact reason why you shouldn't be using a cookie cutter template, because it's not personalised for that role. You're not selling yourself for that role if you just rip something off the internet. My final tip, and this is a big one and can undo all the other hard work that you've done in writing your cover letter, and that is get somebody to check the goddamn thing before you send it. You might think you've made no mistakes and no errors, but I guarantee you that you have. Statistically, people make at least 5 mistakes in their CV and cover letter that they're sending off, even people that have checked it. So make sure you pass it to a friend, preferably a friend who's literate, and have them check it over for you. Make sure that it's not just spelling and grammar, it's that, again, you have been succinct. You might not think you're rambling, somebody else reads it, they can instantly tell you're a rambler. Cut that shit out, get to the point. If you did have any concerns, you could download an app like Grammarly or the Hemingway app, or just use your basic word processing spell and grammar checker as you're writing, but there's no substitution for an extra pair of human eyeballs, so maybe double them up. As a bonus tip, I will recommend that you go back through your CV, your LinkedIn profile, and your cover letter, and make sure you're not using any weak language or words that's really making you look like a moron. I've written a whole blog post on it and how to boost your professional reputation. I'll pop a link for you below, but it's worth checking out before you write anything. It's a really handy thing to know, and it's something not everybody is doing. Subconsciously, it makes all the difference for somebody reading your cover letter, CV, LinkedIn, even your social sites, your Twitter, your Facebook, the things that you're posting. The language that you use is very telling about how you feel about your own abilities and how suitable you think that you are for the job. So please, please do check that out before you get writing. And that brings us to the end of the video. It's fast and loose. It's not difficult when you know how. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask me about this or anything else, you can pop a comment in the box below and I'll answer it for you. Or you can call me out on Twitter at EJCownley and I'll answer your questions or make you your own sexy ass video. Until next week, take care.